Lord Megatron, sir.
Yes, what is it, Barricade?
Your 10 o'clock is here.
Alright, send them in.
Hello everyone, welcome to another toy review brought to you by Cobra Radio. Today we are reviewing the Transformers War for Cybertron Deluxe Megatron. Now, this is my favorite look for the character. I'm not much for his personality in the games. He doesn't seem to plan too much. He's not enough for my taste. But overall, I do like the look. Little gimmick here. His fusion cannon has a button. This red square is a button, and you point it out. Hold on one second. Let me grab a volunteer. You point it. Push the button. Purple missile. Little purple missile. I don't know if it's like, you know, something they all have, or if it's just mine, but mine's got a bit of a hairpin trigger. Fires that off really easily. But, yeah, so he's got a firing missile that you can use. And his fusion cannon, you can clip it on this arm. This one he has on the game. It's the one I usually use. But you can also clip it on. He's got a little square right here that matches exactly to the one on this arm. And the cannon can go right there. For mine, yeah, for mine at least, is a lot harder to put it on this one. Confound it. And it doesn't seem to fit perfectly. But yeah, so now he's got it on that arm. And in Fall of Cybertron, he actually has it on that arm. Darn it. It's a stupid missile. And you can put it here. The little tab right there on his back goes in right here. The little rectangle slot there, and yeah, he's got a giant bat cannon. But that's meant more for vehicle mode than it is for robot mode. But you can do that if that is what you want to do. It's your toy. You do with it what you want. Don't let anyone else tell you what to do with your toy. Now, his head is on a little swivel. Because of transformation, this little black piece his head is on does move up and down, so you can get movement like that. His arms, his shoulders, I should say, go out like that. Darn it. You can do a full, like, 360 with it. Elbows do come out like that. They also do that for transformation. And elbow swivel. Got a lot of articulation put in that elbow. Nothing for his hands, though. Thighs come out. Hi-ya! Go back. Well, not come out, but you get the idea. Come forward. They also go out sideways. He has a lot of good kicking poses, I think. Just kidding, a lot of figures do. Thigh swivel. And knee joint. And because of transformation, his feet do little swivelies, but that's about it for his feet movements. Yeah. So now we get down to the transformation process. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take his chest piece and move it down there. His head then goes right like that. Then you take his shoulders, Well, first you're gonna want to move his arms out like that. And you take his shoulders. The only thing on my figure that's really tight and hard to move are the shoulders. But you're gonna want to bring his shoulders up over the torso piece, so like that. They'll cover these little screws right there. Ah, there we go. This comes over, and the black piece will go right in the middle there. Okay, yeah. Then you'll flatten his feet like that. Bend his knees forward. This thing gets in the way, but you just kind of have to deal with it. Then bring this thing back out of the way. It's supposed to tab into the screw right there on his shoulder. That's supposed to go in there. But at least in my case, it doesn't seem to align properly. At least for this leg. If I remember correctly, this leg tabs in fine, though. Stupid back piece. Yeah. Ah, there we go. Yeah, this foot tabs in a lot better than that one does. There we go. Oh, nope, never mind. It just totally popped out. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so then his back comes down like that. Cannon tabs in the same way as before. His head does tend to do that sometimes. And then move his elbows back in there. Now what you do is you split his arms and put his hands into his forearm. There we go. And there you have Cybertronian tank mode. Which you can still like do this, which I like to do. It's a little more reminiscent of the hover motion his tank has in the game. But his tank now looks a little fatter and squatter. Another thing another problem I do have with it is if you don't do this, his chest piece kind of hangs down. It's not very tight. It doesn't tab on. It just kind of rests there. So I just use this. You can display it with the treads to the side if you want, though. It's your toy. You do with it what you want. Unless what you want to do with it is rather inappropriate, in which case, don't do it, creeper. Alright, so, in lengthwise, he's about, with his cannon, he's 7 inches. With his cannon off, he's about 5.5. So he compacts really well. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, you tell me. Transformation out. Take the cannon off. Flip the back up. Bring his legs back down. Bring his feet back up. And ditto it. Disconnect this. Arms back around. Ooh, that was not a good noise. Okay, I did not break it. And found it. And then you have to dig his hands out of this. Which, the bottom ones come out pretty easily. But sometimes, at least in my case, I have to fight the upper part of the hands to get them out. So that might be something to be concerned about if you're going to get this toy. Blows his hands back up. And now, coup de grace. Wouldn't be Megatron without a massive, oversized arm gun. Now, size and robot mode. At the head, he's about like 5 3/4 of an inch. But if you include the shoulder spike thing, he's like 6.5 or so, a little under 6.5. He is a deluxe figure, so here he is with Prime RID Bumblebee. He's taller than Bumblebee, not as much as he should be, but he's taller. Here he is with the FOC Shockwave. Taller than Shockwave, like he should be. Deluxe Dirge. Taller than Dirge. But of course, he is not as tall as a Voyager, and as soon as I stand Dirge upright, good Dirge, we'll show you. There he is with Follow Cybertron Soundwave. Laserbeak is huge, look at that. It's like as big as Megatron's torso. So Megatron's a pretty good toy. I would recommend it if you have a Transformers fan in your house. Get Megatron. At least for this gimmick. That was probably a bad idea, because now I don't know where the missile went. There it is. Give me a second, guys. I gotta grab the missile. Here we go. I like to shoot things with it. Sometimes I just take the cannon off and shoot things with it. But anyway, yeah. So there is the Transformers Generations Deluxe War for Cybertron Megatron. So I hope you enjoyed this review. And we'll see you guys all back in 2 weeks. Until then, bye-nie.
Shockwave, I have a task for you. I am at your command, Lord Megatron. Normally I would have assigned this task to Soundwave, but since he went to go work for Cobra Commander in his radio show, I need someone else to be my right-hand Decepticon. But I thought I always was your right-hand Decepticon. That's not important right now, Shockwave. I need you to go around and try to find a power source for me, one that will allow me to dominate against the Autobots. As you command, my lord. And try not to get caught. Last time I paid your bail, I kind of went through most of our Energon coin reserves. You what? Oh, but I love collecting Energon coins. Did you spend my collection? That's not important right now, Shockwave. What is important is that you go find me this power source and you go find it for me now. Alright, my lord, I will go do this. Goodbye. I'll miss you. Yeah, I'll miss you too, Shockwave, whatever. Ugh. Need to get him gone. I need Soundwave back.